Welcome to Dungeonous Dorks. My name is Adrian Williams, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening. When we last left our adventurers, Trinity, Ulfgar, Kithri, Velgrath, Divenna, and Amadine were exploring Plumberg after declining to join the League of Mortals. For those of you who are unfamiliar or just joining us, the League of Mortals had hired the group to investigate a string of strange murders in a small village known as Postic. And it eventually led the team to be ambushed in a local tavern to battle shapeshifters, necromancers, and even a dragon. Now, in the city of Plumberg, the group rests for the evening and makes themselves ready for the next day, where they will perhaps be visiting the family of Ulfgar. All right. So you guys are sleeping in the Stinking Flies Tavern, I believe it was called.
No, did
We got kicked out of the other one.
But you actually came and got us from the library. Or are we still chilling?
Who got us kicked out?
You definitely got because I went to
okay.
Yeah, we're
I
sharing a
wasn't
room.
there. I was praying when
Okay.
you guys got kicked out.
I have no memory whatsoever of what got us kicked out of that.
How long do you have to wait until the
We
blue
got kicked
wears
out of a
off?
tavern?
No, you did.
I buy
We
those
did.
sketch potions.
Oh, no, not
Cool.
I do not. I don't have getting kicked out of a tavern in my notes.
Oh, you weren't
Yeah,
there.
you weren't there.
You weren't there.
They were disappointed. They're
Oh.
like, someone from your family. Like, this is just
We
disappointing.
shamed
Right,
the
I forgot
Ulfgar
about
name.
that.
Yeah.
Me to go a little.
We
I don't even
ratchet.
remember what we were fighting about, actually.
We ratchet.
I tried catching arrows that you were flinging at each other, or daggers that you were throwing at each other, but I
you
couldn't.
fighting missed.
Oh, which means you do know they went to a different place.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you know where they are.
You were there.
I was there. Yeah, I was trying to catch the daggers as you were throwing them at each other.
He kicked Monty. I feel like I was perfectly rational in that choice.
You did something before.
That's the part I don't
I
remember.
did not unprovoke.
I can't remember what I did to provoke you. I just pissed you off
Oh
somehow.
no! You tried to get me to drink that potion. She got pissed, he got pissed, and was like, "Oh, it doesn't work." Drank it and then threw it on the ground, or was
Yeah,
it?
but still, that wasn't
No, but why were
That
they
why they were
arguing?
throwing stuff at each
We
other.
got into, I don't know.
We just got
Me
drunk
and
and
Amity got
angry.
into a fight.
You're drunk.
Me and Amity got into a fight.
Happens.
And I was learning about necromancy.
No
so
one got
you know.
hurt.
Same.
Yeah.
He missed the dog. We missed each other.
We
It was
spent
all
the whole
fine.
day at the library.
It was great.
It was fun.
Best day I've had in a long time.
I know.
Very just
Very home.
different groups.
I'm very fortunate you're both such ineffective fighters.
I rolled a 17 and I made a point of not hitting him. I just wanted to scare him.
All right.
Her, sorry.
Yes, can you please not say my gender?
Anyway.
In roll.
All right. So, did you guys want to resume? Did you guys have anything to do in the middle of the night, perhaps? Or were you just going to sleep in the Stinking Flies Tavern?
I wasn't
Well,
sleeping.
our room doesn't stink.
Yeah.
I wasn't sleeping, but other than that, I was.
Oh, I think I was
arguing.
sleeping on top of Monty because I didn't want to be in the dirt.
Yeah. It's all stinky and smells like urine.
He's my pillow.
We got the worst.
Our room's clean.
Yeah.
I was sleeping on the bag of holding as usual because I don't trust somebody.
And I'm staying up because I don't trust somebody because they keep
Could that
threatening to
be?
steal my shoes.
We could, like I said, we could put them in the bag of holding.
I know. I just don't. I want. They're
Who's not
mine.
trustworthy here?
So
I want
you
them on me.
specifically
this.
were not sleeping.
I'm specifically not sleeping.
Okay,
Yeah.
for the entire night.
For the entire night.
You're,
I
so
know.
tired.
I know. I know.
Hope we don't
Right.
get into
I'm
trouble.
prepared.
Right?
I have thoughts. I have ideas of other things.
And Trinity, you're just trancing.
Yes.
Okay.
I probably
Right.
fall asleep. It probably takes me a little while. I'm probably pondering and mad and
I
flustered.
can reset all my slots.
Sure.
I'm sleeping.
Okay. So you wake up in the morning, Amadine. You have 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
That means that you have disadvantage on all ability checks
Nice.
Until I rest.
until you rest. Until you sleep.
And all
All ability checks.
ability.
skills.
Just all ability checks. Not
Yep.
just saving throws. Just all ability checks. Okay.
Everything.
That's cool.
So you wake in the morning. It's not too late. probably about 9 or so. Some of you may wake up a bit earlier than others. You make your way out into the tavern area. It is just as gross as you remember the night before. Who do you think wakes up first?
Probably.
Sure.
Probably.
Yeah, you guys only
You?
need 4 hours.
Right.
You head out in the tavern area first,
They do.
and someone immediately comes up to you. It's a female dwarf with a short mohawk, and she's wearing a cloak with a hood down right now, leather armor, and
Jack my swag, huh?
there are tattoos going up to right about here, right under the neck. She comes up to you, and you recognize her, actually. She is a business associate of yours, a member of your association that is based in Plumberg. Last time you saw her was a few years ago, but you recognize her as being essentially the same sort of position, same sort of enforcer type first lieutenant position, only in the city of Plumberg. She comes up to you and says, "Trinity, I was not expecting to see you here, but that makes sense. You're the one who's actually traveling with that adventuring group. Honestly, I was just here following Ulfgar, and we got word that the eldest son had returned of the Drakehart family, and I wanted to see what was up."
I find that hard to believe that it's a coincidence that you're running into me now.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was told to watch out for you, but
What exactly were you told?
I was told that your loyalties might not be with the Nettles anymore.
That is not true. You were told a lie.
Yeah, and seeing how you're here now and you haven't pulled a dagger on me, I trust that that is the case.
It is the case. I ran into some issues the last time and I couldn't get word. But I still have plans to complete what I was sent here to do.
Which, by the way, how did you get here so quickly? Which, you remember, it does take about a week on foot to get from Oak Hill to Plumberg, and it has been less than a week since you left Oak Hill. It's been like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, it feels like it's been forever.
It's a bit of a long story. This group of adventurers don't really say no to anything. So weird things happen with them. So it's kind of a long story, but I see why you're a little bit skeptical. But that's something teleported us here, transported us here, after transporting us somewhere else. And a bunch of other weird shit happened. That's about all I can say about that.
That's all
Fair
I have
enough.
to say about
When is
that.
the last When's the last time you were in contact with the others?
Literally a few days ago. I'd say probably right after you left Oak Hill.
And did they give you any instructions regarding me?
They didn't tell me to kill you right away. Let's leave it at that.
Well, that makes me a little glad. But if I can just get a little more time, so if you can give word to them.
Do you need help?
I think I can handle it. I'm starting to earn their trust. I ran into a tad bit of a mishap, particularly with one who is a little skeptical of me. And it's a bit of a shock given what my abilities are. And I've never really encountered someone who just just seems to get the better of me every time.
This is very unlike you, Trinity.
It is, and I have put my ego in check, and I am playing the long game.
There is no long game. You are to get this done.
It'll be done. Just give me time.
Well, I was being truthful when I said that I was here following Ulfgar Drakehard.
And why is that?
When a major player disappears for an extended period of time and then returns, it is of some interest to us.
And it's no coincidence that Ulfgar happens to be a part of the party that they are interested in.
I'd say it is fairly coincidental.
Okay, well, I obviously have work to do. I'm sure you do as well. So we can leave this at that.
Yeah. I'd say for the time being, we don't know each other.
That's probably for the best.
She turns around and goes back to where she was sitting before.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn around until she's gone.
Okay. She stops midway through and says, "Oh, Trinity, don't leave the city without finishing the job." And she continues.
Okay.
I wish I wasn't there to actually hear that.
Why am I asleep
All
right
getting
now?
so interesting.
We said no to something. A League of Mortals.
We did. We aren't joiners, guys. We aren't joiners.
We're just rescuers and attempt to, you know,
We're
save.
bored. We need things to do.
Yeah, a little bit of chaos.
Some people would stab.
Yeah.
I really wish Divenna had heard that conversation. Although she probably would have been quiet. She probably would have laughed too loud.
Over time, the rest of you come down to the tavern area. Do you want to eat breakfast there?
No.
No. Yeah,
Oh, I'm hungry. I'll eat.
Yeah, me too.
Like bread?
yeah, they have bread.
Is it gross?
It's a little stale.
Sure.
Ulfgar, you are still blue.
Great.
Well, it hasn't been 24 hours yet. That happened last
That's
night,
true.
right?
Yeah.
It's only been like 8 or 10 hours.
Yeah. Easy to see. King Blue today.
Do you know of any cool places to go?
There's a few more places we could check out.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
See the city, do some touristy things.
Yeah.
I don't mind if I kind of cover up a little bit.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna cover up a little bit too.
Don't need your fancy clothes.
You're blue, so
I know, but that means I stand out like a sore thumb.
that's true.
And I'm kind of known here.
You could roll in the mud too.
Ooh.
Yeah, Monty.
I don't roll in the mud. Believe it or not, my face is the only thing that's sturdy.
Thought most of the mud was prestigious or something.
Yeah, but it's actually I'm picking up mud and putting it on.
Oh, so
It's more like dirt. Like I'll put like soot marks around my nose so you can't tell the shape of it, and then like
it's just an illusion.
like yeah, like I don't rouge my cheeks. I kind of try to do the opposite, find like the wrong colors for the wrong places, and make sure and she goes into like detail of how she tries to make herself unattractive.
Great culture, man. I get it.
Yeah, actually, yeah. That is exactly the reason.
I know. Like they're not. It's only
I just
funny
like to
'cause
clarify
it's
I'm
sad.
not laughing at that.
No, I just look over at Trinity. I'm like, growing up on the streets. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you know where to go. I think. Wait, do I have something I can do to help you? All I can do is some minor illusions.
Yeah, that and you had some makeups, but
Oh yeah, I have actual makeups. I forgot about that.
I have a disguise kit.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can put like fake eyebrows on you
Still be blue though.
and like mustaches. Although you have a beard.
Yeah. Where I have a beard.
I'm sure we have some sort of putty to make nose different sizes.
Still blue?
Doesn't matter. Still blue.
Which, speaking of how noticeable you are, as you go and sit down at your table, there is a dwarven woman with red hair and a short mohawk and tattoos going up to her neckline. And as soon as she sees you, she bursts out laughing.
I just like pull some of the cloth of my old dress out and be like, I can rip this up and make it something for you.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay. But no, I'm gonna wear my nice clothes.
Oh.
Believe it or not, I like nice things.
Nice things are nice.
Nice things are nice. Where are we going?
Let's go to
So
give you
there
guys.
are,
No, I was trying to think of something.
Mhm.
I was gonna say I could take them through to like some of the like blacksmithy, smelty type stuff. Really boring stuff.
Sure. Do you want to visit your family's mine?
Not yet.
No? Okay.
I'm gonna like go, I don't know, other areas. Try and just avoid.
Okay. So
Give you like a tour of like the industrial Plumberg.
Ulfgar takes you on a tour of the city's industry and gives you very detailed explanations of a lot of the industrial processes.
It's
He
very
knows a
boring.
surprising amount.
So unnatural.
I don't know if you guys want to do anything during that or if you're just killing time.
I am just killing time.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if you taught me some more about lockpicking at some point. That'd be pretty cool.
Do a seminar for the whole group.
I kind of want to know if there's anything strange been going on in this town, since every town that we've gone to has had some kind of connection to necromancy.
That would make sense.
Do you want to ask around?
Maybe
I
one
do.
of the churches.
I do.
You go to a cemetery, be more alive than this place. Audible groan. Wow.
Who are the people in charge in this town?
Well, well, I mean, obviously, like the town has a mayor and stuff, but
So, I mean, there
Can we meet
is-
him?
yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go check out some of the temples because they'd
could do
probably
that.
hear about necromancy.
What is with you guys in this kick on necromancy?
Because we keep
The
encountering
zombies,
it.
Like
that's
I got
what.
it, but
They're everywhere.
alright. So you wanna hit up temples? You wanna meet the mayor?
They want to meet the mayor. Maybe he'll give me the key to the
Yeah, the
city.
last
I'm
time
just
I met
gonna
the
go
mayor didn't go so
exploring.
well. So.
With or without us?
Without.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
I would say I'd miss you,
I'll miss
but
her.
we'll see you again sometime, I'm sure.
Sure.
Maybe I won't be blue when you get back. I hope.
So do I.
I know. This is rough for all of us. Trust me.
Ouch.
Right?
I want to cut a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
She'll be back.
Splitting the group.
She still has things to steal from us.
I know. I don't know if I feel better with her around or not.
Anything you want to see that we didn't already check out yet?
Actually, I am also interested in seeing if any more unnatural things are happening here. So.
Okay.
To a temple or to a mayor?
Temple.
I totally want to go to both.
We could.
Yeah, we can do
We
both.
should do both.
Okay. So
I feel like
where?
the leaders of the town might know something.
What deities do we think would have knowledge of what's happening necromantically?
Go ahead and make a religion check.
21.
So, pretty much any deity is going to have some knowledge of necromancy. Any sort of temple you go to is going to have some knowledge. There are some that specialize in it, but they're probably not particularly prevalent in
Well,
this
I'm
area.
more like, is there a temple to the deity of the dead or healing or something like that? The ones that would be polar opposite or in line, I would think would be more in touch.
Okay. Yes, there is the Raven Queen.
Okay.
She is basically the goddess of death, but in particular the transition of the transition between life and death.
Purgatory?
She essentially, her domain is making sure that life ends
Okay.
and death does not become life,
Okay. So that would probably be the place that'd be most concerned with it.
probably.
Is there a temple to the Raven Queen in this city?
Yeah, there is a temple. It's not especially worshipped here, but there is a temple.
Lead the way.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
Hair's actually long enough that I can get loose hairs now. It's weird.
Yay, loose hairs. Alright, so we go to the Temple of...
So you go to
The Raven
Coal
Queen.
Feather Temple.
Coal Feather Temple. I mean, unless anyone has any better ideas.
No.
Well, that sounds like the place to go.
I'm just half asleep following you guys around.
Anyway.
And there is a priest there who greets you. It's almost completely empty. It's a fairly small building, not really in an alley, but sort of at the end of a cul-de-sac. And it looks like it could probably fit like 50 to 60 people inside of it. Right now, there's maybe 3 or 4 people there. They seem to be grieving.
Cool. So, can we stay kind of away from the grieving people and try to talk to the priest?
Yeah. The priest identifies himself. It's a dwarf. He says, "Hello."
Hello.
Hi. So we're new in town. On our way here, we've encountered some strange happenings, having to do with the undead, and we thought you might know if there were also problems in this town.
Strange happenings. Have you perchance come from Oak Hill?
Yes.
Yes, we have heard of the plight that has fallen upon Oak Hill and the surrounding areas. Fortunately, it hasn't spread this far yet.
Good, but do you know if it's still spreading?
It's been a few days since we've gotten any sort of update. I honestly do not know.
All right. Well, we at the moment are staying at the Stinking Flies Tavern, but
I haven't heard of it.
yeah, I hadn't either. But you know,
Stinky fly
fine.
again.
But we would like to help in any way we can if you do hear something. I grew up in Oak Hill, and we were trying to find a way to help with that. So
That's rather kind of you. And you can always help the Church of Raven Queen with a small donation, whatever you see appropriate.
I'll keep that in mind. We are adventurers and are rather low on funds. But
Are you donating?
Yeah.
How much?
5 gold.
That is most generous. Thank you very much.
I'll let him speak for all of us. And don't lend my monies.
That was from all of us. Yeah, that was all our names on that one.
There's only 6 people.
there's 5 of us
5?
there.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
point.
1 for each.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna silently, since she said that, take 5 gold out of the party funds and give it to you.
That's not the.
Let him spend his money how he wants.
And let me take credit for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do it sneaky and silent. I'm hoping you guys don't even notice. So, anyway.
We appreciate your pursuit in making sure that dead things stay dead.
Yeah, we prefer the dead things to stay dead as well.
Yeah.
most
Unless, I can use it to our advantage while fighting the dead things.
I would prefer it if my dog would never die. Do you do that here?
We're getting him armor.
sorry?
Immortality for dogs? No? I'd pay for that. I would.
In general, that is not something that we practice. With a sizable enough donation, and if your dog happens to have the Raven Queen's blessing, then perhaps we could resurrect a lost pet, a deceased pet, but we cannot provide immortality.
Sounds like a scam.
I had another lady tell me a very similar thing about.
Does that mean, for example, if one of us were to fall in combat, we could bring someone here?
Yes, the feelings among the followers of the Raven Queen on this topic are mixed at best.
Divenna, are you talking about Kendrock?
You could bring someone who has fallen here, and if they have the Raven Queen's blessing, then they may, in fact, live again. Your chances may actually be better in other temples, though.
Huh. I mean, I've heard something about it before, but thank you, I didn't know.
What other temples are more suited for bringing people back from the dead?
Little do you know,
Remember his name.
we are carrying around a dead person's bones in a bag of holding right now. Whose name was Kendrock. He died.
No, he's not in the bag of holding.
He's not anymore?
No.
Where did we leave him? Did we bury him somewhere?
No, he went with his friend to go to a temple.
No, there's a body in there.
No, to get him out of the
That's the first.
sewers, we had him in the bag of holding.
No, he
But
fell
then-
out when I dumped it. That's when that's how you woke up, because
No,
the body fell
the
out.
body didn't fall out.
Yes, it did. How would I know that? I
because it
wasn't on
wasn't
that quest.
already there. Because we already gave the body back to the friend,
Oh.
who was like, "I'm gonna
Sad
go,"
face.
and that was the reason they left our party.
Then why did you have another body?
How many bodies do you have in there?
I think we killed something and we're like, "This will be useful," and stuffed it in there because we didn't have anything else in the bag of holding.
Never mind.
Alright.
Yeah, I think it was like some random zombie or
I have
something.
no idea what
No.
they're talking about.
I don't either.
Did
I
not
always
remember.
break in my new bags with corpses, so I understand.
It's in canon.
We wanted to know how big it was.
Can it fit a dead body?
It can.
These are the good
It's
questions
very
to ask.
hard to shove in there.
Important
It'd be
question.
real hard to put a Goliath in there, for example.
Oh, yeah, we cannot.
Mouth.
Man,
and
I wish I
pull
could've
the bag
taken
out
that
and I
with me.
open up. I'm like, the opening's only like this big, so it's real difficult.
They have to be able to
sometimes.
fit in the opening.
Yeah. And there's not very much air in there. We discovered.
That's
That's
best
why-
for dead things.
Yeah.
Yes, dead things only.
No writing in it. Sorry, Kithri.
Only a few minutes in.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm okay.
She's really
Okay.
small, so she could probably
I'd
last
rather
longer
breathe.
than others.
Breathing is good.
I forgot what question you were asking, but I believe it was what temple would be best suited.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We totally had this side conversation, like in
Oh,
game, and then we turned back to the priest, like, not that we were trying to disrespect it. We were trying to get out of somewhere alive, and our friend died, and we wanted to make sure he had a proper. I'm gonna shut up now.
It's okay. I needed the time to look up what the god was.
Check the Yelp reviews. Which one is the best? Yeah.
I believe that your best chances would be Ilmater or Tyr.
Ilmater. We just had a run-in with Ilmater.
What?
But with the people in that temple. Or that we would get. Yeah. The dragon, like
Yeah.
like those people were.
So the old building that you were in, the structure you're in, was a temple to Ilmater.
Yeah, but the people worship the opposite of
Oh
that.
yeah, good point. They were bastardizing it.
They weren't bastardizing it. They were,
Hermit crabbing.
yeah, in the worst possible way.
Were they frog leaping?
No, they were hermit crabbing. They were finding a new shell.
They're just taking it and using it for their own purposes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Isn't she?
A little bit.
Sometimes.
Feels that way.